Hello everyone! Today's joke of the day is, why did the bicycle fall over? Stay tuned to find out. Our learning target for today is, I can rewrite linear equations in any form. Okay, so up here I have listed all of our different forms. We have slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where again we have m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. We also have standard form, where a, b, and c are integers, and a we know is a positive integer. Okay, and we also have to remember that b and c are going to be integers too. And then we have point slope form, where again m is our slope, and y1 and x1 are the ordered pair x1, y1, which is a point on our line. Okay, so let's look at some different equations in different forms and rewrite them into all of the other forms. Okay, this first equation we have is 5x minus 6y equals 36, and that's in standard form right now. Okay, we're actually not going to write that one in point slope form, because in order to do that we would need to have a point, and we don't have one of those right now, and we'd have to graph the line and stuff to find a point, so we're not going to do that. But we will write it into slope-intercept form. So I will rewrite our equation over here. Okay, and then we will follow our steps to write it into slope-intercept form. First thing we need to do is get all of our x terms on the right-hand side of our equation, because in slope-intercept form, our y is all by itself on the left-hand side. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 5x on both sides. Those two terms will cancel out. I'll be left with negative 6y on the left-hand side is equal to 36 and 5x. We can't combine those because they're not like terms. So we will just have negative 5x plus 36. Okay, and then final step to get y by itself is to divide by the coefficient, which in this case is negative 6. Okay, those will cancel out. That will just give us 1. We'll end up with y is equal to, we'll take negative 5x divided by negative 6. That'll be 5/6 times x. Okay, those negatives will cancel out. And then we'll take 36 divided by negative 6, which will give us, I don't know why I wrote e. It'll give us a negative 6. Okay, and that's our equation in slope-intercept form. Let's look at this next equation. We have it already in point slope form. Y plus 7 equals 2 times x minus 1. Okay, so we're going to first write it from point slope form into standard form. So I will rewrite it here. Okay, and our first step is going to be to distribute. So I'm going to distribute the 2 into the parentheses, and I'll be left with y plus 7 is equal to 2x minus 2. Then in standard form, we need to get the x and y terms on the same side of the equal sign on the left-hand side. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides as my second step here. Those will cancel out, and then we'll be left with negative 2x plus y plus 7 equals negative 2. Okay. And then we need to get all of our constants on the same side. So I will subtract 7 from both sides. Those will cancel out, and we'll have negative 2x plus y equals negative 9. Now the last thing I said about standard form is that a has to be a positive integer. Right now we have a negative sign in front of our a value, so we are going to multiply this whole equation by negative 1 to get rid of that negative sign. So then we'll end up with 2x. Negative 1 times y will give us negative y is equal to negative 9 times negative 1 will be a positive 9. And now we have our equation in standard form. Now at this point, if we're going to write into slope-intercept form, we could either use our original equation, or we could use this one that we just found. I'm going to go back to the original one from point slope form. So I'll write down y plus 7 equals 2 times x minus 1 in this box. Okay, and we will again begin by distributing our 2. So we'll have y plus 7 equals 2x minus 2. Okay, but now instead of moving my x term over, I just need to get y by itself in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to actually subtract 7, okay? And then I'll get y is equal to 2x minus 9. And this will be our equation in slope-intercept form. All right, finally, we have one more. We will again cancel out the point-slope form box. Okay, we're never really going to be writing into point-slope form. If we have it in the other forms, we'll just write the opposite way. But we can still convert this equation from slope-intercept form into standard form. Okay, so we'll get y equals 7x minus 10. Okay, to get into standard form, we need to get all of our x terms on the same side as the y term. So I will subtract 7x from both sides. Okay, and those 7x and that y cannot be combined because they're not like terms. So we just have negative 7x plus y is equal to, those will cancel out, negative 10. Finally, to get it into standard form, we need to have a positive integer for a, which means I'm going to multiply this whole thing by negative 1. Okay, and we'll end up with then 7x minus y equals a positive 10. Okay, so for today's joke of the day, why did the bike fall over? Because it was too tired. Thanks for watching and have a great day.